This is part 3 of the utility methods. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the interpolate and shuffle methods. The interpolate method helps us to interpolate linearly between any two values of a similar type. This could be colors, numbers, strings, etc. Let me demonstrate this method in practice. We have boxes that we have already created in previous lecture, and we selected it using the toArray method. We will use these same boxes to demonstrate the interpolate method. Clear out everything inside the to method and add background color property and assign GSAP.utils.interpolate. The idea is to distribute colors that we assign to the boxes using interpolate. So inside the interpolate method, create an array, and in this array we will pass 3 colors: red, yellow, and blue. The next parameter takes a value between 0 and 1, like opacity. So if you put 1, then all the boxes have blue as the background color, as it is the last item. And if you put 0, then guess what? It's going to be the red, because red is the first item. What if we put 0.1? Here is the beauty of the interpolate method. It will give you a color in between red and yellow, with red having more precedence. 0.2 will give an orange type of color, which is again a combination of red and yellow. 0.3 will give a color with equal precedence for red and yellow. 0.4 will give a color with more precedence to yellow than red. And 0.5 will give you yellow, because 0.5 is the center and it is in between 0 and 1, right? This goes on until you reach 1, that is blue. 0.6 will give a color combination of yellow and blue with more precedence to yellow, and so on. You can pass as much as similar items inside the array, and the GSAP will automatically adjust and assign the values to each number in between 0 and 1. Another example is, we can even assign numbers to interpolate. So I am assigning x to the interpolate method. Inside the array, I add 3 numbers: 100, 200, and 300. If you put 0 as the second parameter, all the boxes will move 100 pixels horizontally. The calculations are based on linear normalization. So what is linear normalization? It scales the values of the array to a specified range while maintaining their relative proportions. So if you put 0.1, then by formula of reversing the normalization, the x position would be 120. Here's how I got it. Original value equals normalized value times max value minus min value plus min value. In our case, normalized value is 0.1 and max value is 300 and min value is 100. After the calculation, we get 120. And this goes on until we reach the value 1 for the second parameter. This utility method will definitely help you and saves you a lot of time in your web animation. The next utility method we are going to learn is the shuffle method. This method will shuffle the values specified in an array we pass to this method. For this example, we need a button with class button. We will add this button below to the box div. The idea is to shuffle the array of color codes so that each corresponding colors of boxes may or may not change. It is a random occurrence. Go back to index.js and comment out the to method and create an object of the box. I'm calling it BDN. Let's add a click event listener for this BDN button. Before we going into the callback function, let's create an array called colors with 5 colors. You can pick whatever colors you would like to add. Here I'm pasting in 5 hex color codes in the array. Coming to the callback function, we will update the color array with gsap.utils.shuffles, and inside we pass colors, the array that we have defined earlier. So when we click on the button, the colors array will be shuffled. We are yet to apply these changes to the corresponding boxes. To do that, we need to iterate through the array to get each box, and then we will apply the animation for each box. So array.from, inside we pass boxes, dot for each. We will put box and index as the parameters for each callback. Inside of it, we will add the GSAP2 method. Pass box as the first parameter, and inside the configuration, we add background color, colors. Inside the square brace, we will pass the index of each iteration. Now let's try this out. Click on the button. As you can see that the colors are changing as I click the button. So this is what the GSAP shuffle method do.